The woman who never touched a credit card left behind more wealth than most people with MBAs. Every Sunday afternoon, my grandma would sit at the kitchen table with a cup of tea and a small wooden box. Inside were neatly folded bills, handwritten notes, and envelopes labeled food, bills, and savings. No apps, no spreadsheets, just pure, old-school discipline. She never had a credit card. She never owed the bank. Yet, when she passed away at 91, she left behind a paid-off house, stocks that had doubled in value, and enough money to support our family through hard times. At the time, I didn't think much of her habits. They felt slow, maybe even outdated. But now, in a world of buy now, pay later, crypto hype, and endless money hacks, I'm realizing something surprising. Her simple rules are building my wealth faster than any modern trend. This is the video of how my grandma's quiet money wisdom is shaping my financial future. Rule 1. Spend less than you earn. My grandma lived by one simple rule: never spend more than you make. It sounds basic, but most people today don't follow it. She used what she called the envelope system. She'd take her cash each month, split it into 3 envelopes, one for needs, one for wants, and one for emergencies. When an envelope was empty, that was it. No more spending.
I've turned that old system into something modern.
Now, I use 3 digital bank accounts with auto transfers every payday. One is for bills and rent. One is for fun, like coffee, movies, and eating out. The last one is for unexpected stuff, medical bills, car repairs, or surprise travel. It might seem small, but this habit changed my life. I stopped overspending, paid off debt, and even started saving faster. Studies show that separating money like this helps you stay in control. When you see where every dollar goes, you spend less without even trying. My grandma didn't need fancy finance books. She just knew that discipline beats income. Whether you earn a little or a lot, this rule works. At its core, she simply chose to live below her means, and that gave her quiet financial control. Spending less than you earn is the first real step to building wealth, and she proved it. Rule 2. Buy assets, not flash. Grandma never cared about looking rich. She cared about being secure. She lived the stealth wealth mindset before it was even a thing. Rich in assets, not appearances. Don't waste money on shiny things, she told me. Buy things that grow in value. To her, money was a tool, not a trophy. She bought land, saved in stocks, and helped family open small businesses. Every dollar had a job, to build her future, not her image. Today, I follow her lead. I don't drive a fancy car. I use public transport or rent bikes. The money I save, I invest in index funds, real estate apps like Fundrise, and dividend stocks. While others chase trends, I build assets, slowly, steadily. It's not always exciting, but it works. Assets bring you money. Flashy things take it away. There's a quiet trend happening now. More young people are choosing freedom over flash. Fewer car loans, more investments. Less status, more savings. My grandma didn't have a smartphone or a financial degree, but she knew the secret. Buy what pays you back. That's how she grew her wealth, and that's how I'm growing mine too. Rule 3. Save for things before you want them. My grandma had a funny saying: if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it yet. She never rushed into purchases. When she wanted something like a washing machine or even a family vacation, she'd start saving weeks or months before. Whether it was a jar or a bank account, she labeled savings with purpose, and watching it grow made her more excited than spending it. Today, I follow her method, just with a modern twist. I use high-yield savings accounts and label them for my goals. One for travel, one for a future car, one for just in case. Every time I get paid, money automatically goes into those accounts. I don't even have to think about it. Studies show that when you name your savings goals, you're more likely to stick to them. It becomes real, not just numbers on a screen. Most people want things now, but my grandma taught me that patience is powerful. When you save first and buy later, you stay out of debt and feel proud instead of stressed. This kind of patient, purposeful saving is the heart of true frugal living. Her rule is simple: don't chase, prepare. That mindset has helped me build money and peace at the same time. By the way, the last rule, the one about passive income and spending traps, might be the most important thing she ever taught me.
Stick around for that.
Rule 4. Invest like a farmer. Grandma used to say, "You don't eat the seed corn." I didn't get it as a kid, but now I do. It's one of the smartest money lessons I've ever learned. Farmers don't eat all their crops. They save seeds for the next season. It's slow, careful, and patient. That's exactly how Grandma invested. She bought a few shares of local companies in the 1980s and never sold them. She didn't check prices every day. She just waited. 30 years later, those boring stocks were worth a small fortune. Today, I invest like she did, patiently and consistently. I don't chase trends or try to time the market. I put money into index funds, a Roth IRA, and some real estate apps every month. Even when the market drops, I stay calm and keep planting. A study by Fidelity found that the best investors were either dead or forgot their accounts because they didn't touch their money. That's Grandma style exactly. Plant, wait, and harvest later. I even started a set and grow challenge with friends. We invest monthly and don't touch it for 12 months. It's simple and we cheer each other on. Grandma didn't need a stockbroker to build wealth. She just followed the rhythm of nature. Plant, grow, harvest, repeat. And that's how I'm building my future, one quiet season at a time. Rule 5. Make money while you sleep, but stay awake when you spend. My grandma once told me, good money doesn't need babysitting. At the time, I didn't fully get it. But now I know she was talking about passive income, money that keeps coming in, even when you're not working. She made this kind of money by renting out a small apartment behind her house. The rent paid her bills for years. That was her version of making money while you sleep. Today, I follow the same idea, but with a modern twist. I invest in dividend-paying stocks, create digital products online, and use peer-to-peer lending apps. These tools help me earn without trading all my time. But here's the second part of her advice. Stay awake when you spend. It means be alert. Don't buy things just because they're on sale. Don't scroll shop when you're bored. Think twice before every purchase. So now I do both. I build passive income and track every dollar I spend. Grandma's wisdom was clear. Let your money work hard, but don't let your spending work against you. That balance is what helps me grow wealth steadily while still enjoying life without regrets. Rule 6. Always know what you owe. Every month, my grandma wrote down everything she owed, even if it was just a few dollars. A small notebook on her nightstand listed things like the gas bill, grocery credit, or money borrowed. If you don't know what you owe, she told me, you'll never be in control. She avoided debt whenever she could, but when she had it, she faced it head-on, never ignoring it or hiding from it. That mindset saved me years later. When I got my first credit card, I didn't pay it off fully. Debt piled up fast. Remembering Grandma's advice, I listed every dollar I owed, downloaded an app, I used Tally, and made a plan. It was hard, but I finally felt in control. Today, I check my debts weekly. I use autopay, interest calculators, and tools like You Need a Budget to stay ahead. Recently, credit card debt is at an all-time high globally. Many people don't even know their total balance. But Grandma's rule still works. Know the number. Make a plan. Stick to it. Debt isn't evil. Hiding from it is. Facing it like Grandma did is the first step to freedom. Grandma's hidden rule: your habits are your inheritance. When my grandma passed away, she didn't leave me millions. She left something better, her habits. She didn't teach me with big speeches. She taught by doing. She packed lunch every day. She read the fine print. She saved a little from every paycheck. I watched her live with care and purpose, and that shaped how I live today. Now, I see that money habits are a kind of inheritance. Even if someone doesn't leave you cash, they can leave you a mindset. I've started tracking my daily habits in a journal, what I spend, save, and invest. I call it my money diary. One day, I'll pass this to my kids, just like Grandma passed her lessons to me. Money comes and goes, but strong habits, they last. The truth is, the richest thing Grandma gave me wasn't money, it was discipline. And that's building my wealth every day. Her life was more than a budget, it was a quiet financial freedom journey that still guides me today. In today's fast world of quick profits, viral trends, and instant shopping, my grandma's slow and steady money rules feel different, almost old-fashioned. But the truth is, they work better than ever. Now, I see her wisdom everywhere, in the rise of minimalism, the quiet wealth movement, and the growing focus on real financial freedom. From stealth wealth to slow money, her mindset was ahead of its time. People are starting to realize what she always knew: you don't need more, you need better habits. Her rules weren't just for the past, they're a guide for the future. In a noisy world, slow money is powerful. It builds wealth that lasts. So if you want to grow rich quietly and live freely, take a note from Grandma. Go slow, stay smart, be steady. If this reminded you of someone in your life, hit that like button and pass on the wisdom. Subscribe for more slow money truths every week.